Hello Cancer, and welcome to your September 2024 reading. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope all is well in your world today. Don't forget, this reading is for you if you are Cancer, Sun, Moon or Rising, or if you even just came across the reading and fancied it was for you, then you're welcome. You're welcome to take it. Also, it's a general reading, so just bear that in mind. Not everything may well be for you. Just take what you need and leave behind what you don't. I've got these beautiful Colette Baron Reid Spirit Animal Oracle cards here. So I'm going to use these to find your general energy, the general tone of this month, or even it may just be some little tidbits of advice for you for the month. So let's find 3 cards for you, Cancer. Okay, the massive, so I may drop one or not. Right, we have the Beaver Spirit, lay a solid foundation. We have the Cow Spirit, the miracles are endless. And we have the Frog Spirit, clear out the clutter. Okay, so I think this is all about you clearing space, making space to allow you to make a solid foundation for something new to come in for you, or for a project that you're working on currently at the moment, which may involve you clearing a little bit of space and allowing something to come in to help you build something upwards from in a strong position, in a strong way. So let us have a little look at some past energy using these Rider-Waite cards and delve a little bit deeper. Okay, throwing cards around already. So let's have the Magician, the 3 of Wands, and the Star. So I'm just looking at the Cow Spirit card, the miracles are endless, and we've got the Magician card, and he's obviously he's a really powerful card. He speaks of having all the tools he needs to create the reality that he wants. So you know, in which case anything's possible, isn't it? If you've got all the tools that you need to create whatever life it is that you want, then the miracles are certainly endless. So, you know, I think in your past energy, you maybe had this realization that actually you've got the will and the way to create whatever it is that you want in your life. And I think maybe you've been looking out to figure what actually it is that you want out of life, because we've got the 3 of Wands. He's there, he's at his village, and he's looking out towards the horizon. He's looking over the sea to distant lands to see maybe what it is that he wants next, what's next for him. And so, you know, knowing that he has got the power of the Magician to help him along his way, to help him create his own reality. We have the Star card as well, and she is very very spiritual card, but she's very balanced, and she's also knows how to work with the energy of her mind, and also the energy of her intuition. She's got one foot firmly, or one knee firmly planted on the ground, and she's got one foot on the water, which is like, can be her deeper emotions, but she's very balanced with both of those. So I think you've been coming from this place of balance in your recent past, and knowing that you can move forward to whatever you want to do, because you have all the tools that you need to get there, to create this solid foundation for the future for yourself. So let's have a few other cards for in your past energy. We have the 6 of Cups, and we have the King of Wands, and we have the Ace of Wands. So quite a lot of wand energy in this past energy. The wand energy is fire energy, it's taking action energy, it's moving forwards energy, and we've got the Six of Cups, which can be the card of childhood. It can be the card of coming things from a childlike perspective. So looking forward and looking at things from a really simple point of view, maybe, because we're very good at overcomplicating things, aren't we? I'm a Virgo. I'm really good at overcomplicating things. Anything from a maths problem to a huge life problem. I will overcomplicate it, you can guarantee. So I think this in this scenario for me is very much about maybe looking at things from a simpler perspective, not overcomplicating things, and knowing that you have what you need to take this forward. There's no extra caveats in that, and no extra rules and regulations about it. You simply have what you need to move forward. And the King of Wands, he is the king of moving forward, because he and of taking action. He knows what he wants, he knows exactly how he's going to get it, and he's going to do it with confidence. And so this is the energy that I think you've been embodying in your recent past. We also have the Ace of Wands, and that can be the card of inspiration, of new ideas, of new opportunities coming towards you that are opening things up in order for you to move forward. I think you've had some big realizations in your recent past, which are helping you to clear away what you don't need, to know that you can manifest whatever it is that however you want your life to look in the future, and to begin to start laying that solid foundation, that strong foundation for you to move forward into. So let's find some cards for your current energy. I'll try not to throw any on the floor this time. I've just been shocking at shuffling all day. Right. Oh, see, thrown far too many cards. Let's have a little look. Don't forget, Cancer, if this is resonating with you, if you'd like to press the subscribe button, that would be amazing. That means that I get to catch up with you every time I do a reading, or you get to catch up with me even. And also, if you like and comment on the post, then that helps me to grow my channel, to get out to other people, which would be amazing. So, right, let us find 3 cards. We've got the Eight of Pentacles, we've got the Hanged Man, and we've got the Eight of Cups. I'm going to throw straight away some clarifiers. The 10 of Cups, we have the 9 of Wands, and we have the 2 of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles is generally a new opportunity coming towards you that you've got to put your time and effort into. You've got to nurture it, you've got to look after it, you've got to really put that effort in to bring that into fruition. Because aces are just, they are little gifts of potential, little drops of potential in different areas, and in this case it is something tangible, so something that you can bring into life. So that may well be a new business, it could be a new love, it could be a new home, it could be a new garden, it could be anything that you need to put some love and time and effort into. So this is your current energy, so this could be something that you're working on now to bring something into fruition, to nurture it. And the Hanged Man's telling us that to have patience, which is again something that I don't have a lot of, but to have patience, and with patience you begin to see things in the right way from maybe a slightly different perspective. See, he's been hanging there for a long old time, and he's found enlightenment because he's been patient and he's been able to see things from a completely different perspective. He's dangling upside down, and so you know, I think he's sharing with us that we need to have a little bit of patience in whatever it is that you've been offered to nurture and to bring into life. You're being sort of nudged into the fact that you maybe need a little bit of patience. You need to look at things maybe in a slightly different way than you would usually. And we've got the Eight of Cups, which is saying that maybe we need to walk away from something, and to leave some old stuff behind in order to get, you know, order to make space, which frog spirit, clearing out the clutter, in order to make space for this new opportunity that we've been given, that we've been offered. The clarifying cards are the Ten of Cups. So this, whatever it is that you've been offered, is going to make your life better, your home life better, your family life better. So, you know, it's going to give you the opportunity to create this lovely, perfect life that we're all constantly working towards. I don't think we ever get to that, or, you know, maybe some of us do, that Ten of Cups place. It's just something that we're constantly working towards and putting things into place to make our life the best it possibly can. And I think whatever it is that you've been offered in your current energy is going to set you off on that trail towards that journey towards the Ten of Cups. So that, you know, that lovely place, that family place of happiness and of joy and of stability and togetherness, I want to say, actually. Anyway, random. So within the clarifying cards, we've got the Nine of Swords, and that can be the card of stresses and anxieties. So as we know, when we have change, when things change, when we have new things coming towards us, it can create a sense of stress and a sense of anxiety. And I think in this case, it could be financially related, because we have the Two of Pentacles here, and he's all about juggling, and it's generally juggling money, finances. So, you know, whatever that's coming in for you that's new, it may be making you feel like you're going to have to be very careful with your money, and that could be causing you stress. You may have, you know, worries and stresses and concerns over money. Let's have a couple of cards actually to just clarify that, and just to see, put a little bit more information around that and what you can do about it. Okay, so I think these are old. We've got the Devil and we've got the Nine of Wands. So I think these are old. This feeling of stress and anxiety relating to money is something that's an old worry for you, a consistent thing that's been through your life. Maybe you've had, as a child, you've had issues about lack and about not having, and the Devil generally speaks of negative emotions and the root causes of those and the way that we deal with them. So this, I think, is something that's sort of inbuilt within you, that's maybe you need to work on a little bit of, you know, sort of feeling like you are freer when it comes to money, or you know, you can embrace the, what's the word I'm looking for, embrace you know, just having money, allowing that flow of abundance to come through you, and not having that fear, that negative fear that then becomes a blockage, and stopping that nice flow of abundance coming towards you. So maybe the stresses and the fear of juggling and balancing your finances this month is something that's a little bit deeper rooted within you, maybe something that you could maybe have a closer look at. We have the Nine of Wands, and he's a card of he's a wounded soldier. He's been through a lot. He is persevering, and I think this is what you need to do. I think you need to persevere with whatever you've got that's going on, that's going to be really good for you and your family, and you need to persevere with it, despite the fact you may have to juggle a little bit, despite the fact you may have these fears around lack and around finance. Excuse me, I've got terrible hiccups today. and and to not to look towards the past to resolve the present issues. And because he always looks to me like he's looking behind, he's had a tough time, and he's looking behind him and concentrating on the things that have happened in the past to help him move forward to the future. And we don't need to do that. We need to assess what's happening now and use our wisdom and our knowledge that we've got now, based on what's happening within the situation, and not drawing on bad experiences from the past, which will then taint how we move forward. And I think, that's where the devil comes in. So perseverance at the moment for moving forward into this new opportunity, this new little seedling that you're going to nurture and love, moving forwards. So let's find some future energy for you, Cancer. Right. Okay, we have the Ace of Cups, we have the Five of Cups, and we have the Lovers. Okay, so we have the Ten of Swords as clarifiers, the Moon card, and the Hierophant card. So the Ace of Cups speaks of new joy, new love, new passion, obviously coupled there with the Lovers. So that could be, it could be either a new love coming in for you, or it could be your current relationship. He's having a new lease of life with this lovely Ace of Cups energy that's coming here. We've also got the Five of Cups in the middle of the two. So this could potentially speak of you feeling a sense of loss about something, feeling like maybe you've lost something within a relationship, that loving relationship. So this doesn't have to necessarily be an intimate relationship. It could be just a very close relationship, and maybe moving forward in this future energy with everything that's been going on in your past and your current energy. Your relationship is maybe putting a little bit of a highlight, a little bit of a spotlight on your relationship with somebody close to you, and making you maybe reevaluate things. And because the Five of Cups again is feeling lost. He's got his 5 cups. He's got 5 cups. He's got 3 in front of him that have fallen over, and so that's making him feel really sad. But he's not actually realizing that he's got 2 cups behind him. So I think this is you reevaluating and feeling this loss, but not knowing that actually there's good stuff still. There's good stuff still within a relationship. Sometimes when things change and things move, it can throw the dynamics out slightly, and maybe you're looking at what you're perceiving to have lost, but actually you've got new stuff here. You've got 2 new cups stood up behind you, and things might be different because things have changed, but you've still got some good stuff going on. So you need to not focus on the cups that have fallen over, and you need to focus on your upright cups, the things that are going well for you. We've got here the Ten of Swords, which can look quite a grim card, but it is actually a good card because it is the end of a cycle. So I think the end of, and the swords are mental things, so things that the problems that you have or issues that you have within your mind. So you may have had difficulty. Obviously we've had the 9 of Swords with all stress and anxieties in the past, but that's coming to an end because we've got the 10, and that's the end of the cycle. And within this card we have the dark night there, and we have the new dawn coming up. So things are changing. The way that you are thinking, the way that things have been in the past, the way that maybe the dynamics of the relationship have been in the past, the way that you both think about things are changing for the positive, because he's got the symbol, he's got his hand here in the symbol for a blessing. So It's may well be is things might have needed to sort of come to a little bit of a head where you're feeling this loss, and you may be having to look at things in a slightly different way, because it's a blessing in disguise. You know, things are going to turn out okay, but you need to remember to not focus on these old patterns of behaviour, these old negative ways of thinking, because we have the moon here, and the moon, we can look at this card, and I'm going to look at it in two different ways in this future reading. The moon shines light on, it casts shadows on things. Whenever you're out on a full moon, and it sort of can cast some really strange shadows, can't it? But it also can highlight things. And I think this moon is here to sort of highlight the darker sort of feelings, the shadowy feelings that we have. And I think this comes into this Five of Cups wedged between the Ace of Cups, which is a lovely card, and the Lovers. I think, you know, maybe this moon has come to shine on the shadow things, about the ways that we don't want to, the things that we don't want to look at, the things that maybe we took away, the feelings that we took away because we don't want to look too closely at them. And I think this is very much this Five of Cups, this feeling of loss, when really we have got amazing things still going for us within the relationship. We are focusing on the sort of the negative side of things, but also the moon can also be our hopes and fears, and so I'm gonna focus on fears here, because, you know, I think the fears that you've got moving forward are pretty unfounded. And maybe, you know, you may be trying to put an obstacle in your way in the future energy, before the end of September, that's not necessarily relevant, because you have got some amazing things going for you still. The Hierophant is all about structure and organisation and routine. So maybe that's something that you need to assess in your future energy with this person, is just by creating some different structure, some different routines to make life easier, to, you know, to embrace that Ace of Cups, because you've got the lovely Ace of Cups in this future energy. I think you just need to not focus on the things that you perceive to have lost within this relationship in the future, Cancer. Sorry, that felt quite heavy, and it felt quite difficult to get out, but I think all these you know, you've got the sun shining on the two of you and the Lovers card, you know, and the guardian angel standing above you, bringing you together, because, you know, relationships aren't easy, are they? It doesn't matter what relationship with other people, you know, we have to work at them. And I think this is what the energy, your future energy, is all about. It's about realising that, you know, despite the fact things have changed, you've still got some good stuff going on. Things might be different, things that might not be the same, but it's still all good. And you've got the two blessings there. You've got the Hierophant, which is, he's got the blessing symbol, and you've got the Ten of Swords with the blessing symbol. You just need to not let your hopes, well, not your hopes, your fears get in the way, and shine the light on the negative stuff rather than the positive. Right, let us find 3 cards for some advice for you, Cancer. Oh, one's just jumped out there. I'm going to grab it. The Hermit. The Five of Swords and the Seven of Cups. So, for your general advice and guidance throughout the rest of September, don't be solitary. The Hermit, obviously, the Hermits generally spend a lot of time on their own. You need to, and also it's the card of Virgo, and obviously, as I've said, I'm a Virgo. I'm overly analytical. I overthink everything, and I think this is what the Hermit is saying. Don't overthink everything. Don't spend too much time on your own, because when you spend time on your own, that's when things, you know, or within yourself. You don't even have to be alone. It's, sort of separating yourself from other people. You need to just remember to have conversations, to say things out loud, to talk about things, because when things are said out loud, it A, takes away the power, and B, also helps you to see things a little bit clearer, because when we say things out loud, sometimes we say, oh, did I just say that? That sounded completely different. And when I said it out loud, then it has been in my head for the past 3 weeks when I've been, playing over lots of different scenarios. So don't be a hermit. Sharing is caring. So just, share your thoughts, share your feelings, talk about things and bring things out into the open, shine some light onto it. Then we've got the Five of Swords. And this is about not holding on to things. Again, it's the sword card, so it's a card of mental, the things that go into our are in our mind. So, he's been in a conflict with people. He's holding on to 3 swords. He's won the conflict. He's won the confrontation. But he's the only one holding on to his swords. He's holding on to his argument, his whatever he's been disagreeing about, and everyone else has walked away. So I think this is a lesson for you during this month, Cancer, is to not hold on to things that have been said. Let things go. Leave them behind. They're not going to do you any good by clinging onto them, or your relationships any good. We also have the Seven of Cups, which is the card of having choices, having wonderful choices to make. Life is filled with lots of options, lots of choices. We don't have to stick with one all the time. We might choose something. It might not work out well for us. Do you know what? Pick something else. Things don't have to stay the same. And the Seven of Cups is saying that you may come across some choices during this month. Some may be good, some may be bad, but you won't know until you pick one and go with it. So just roll with the energy of this month. Just roll with things. Try not to let your devil get in the way, and try and think of things from a positive way. Try and change maybe the ways that you would have done things. If you'd have done things in a certain way in the past, try doing it a different way this time. And I think that will be the key to a good resolution to the end of the month. So I'd love to know how you get on, Cancer, with this. If it resonates, I'd love to know. In the meantime, have a fabulous month, and I will see you next time.